New from Oakhurst Studios and Vern Lab Technologies, it's the Battery Daddy Caddy. Get yours today. Available at Walmart for $9.99.
What's going on, everybody? My new sponsor, Vern's Battery Caddy Daddy. And if I could find another word that rhymes, I would add it to the end of that too. But I saw those yesterday at Walmart, and first thing I thought about was Mr. Vern. So let's welcome Mr. G-Force, Mr. Sir Eric. How you guys doing today?
Doing well.
Doing well. You got to play that music again. Do it.
Yeah, that's the coolest shit on TikTok since I. For sure, man. I think it's called Mountain Rave Baby, and I think it's got like all the views. I think they stop counting at a certain point when you just say, "Okay, you have all the views, you win." So hopefully, people in the chat can confirm I do not sound like Max Headroom today. I did a little stream yesterday, and I watched it back, and I'm like, "What a crappy freaking video by that guy!" Like, so I do apologize. I had no idea, even though like every third comment in the chat was like, "You sound like Max Headroom. Your audio's broken." So yeah, now I'm just using my internal microphone on my Mac, and my $25 USB microphone is not going to be plugged in anymore until I figure that out. So welcome, Mr. Bazman. How you doing today?
How's it going?
And I've seen Rolando already a couple times this morning in some other streams. How you doing, Rolando?
Rolando.
Yo.
It was Toy Connections, another Vancouver toy guy. He's got his YouTube going with a couple other Canadians. So yeah, welcome, Rolando, Mr. Duffman.
Hey, Duffman.
Thanks for sending out this awesome RoboCop, dude. We'll get a couple of videos and I'm gonna photograph the shit out of those figures, those new accessories and everything that comes with it, man. I absolutely love them. So thanks again for doing that. Now I'm extremely motivated to build diorama. G-Force, I saw your bat signal. Badass, dude. Congrats on getting that done. That looks really cool.
Yeah.
I expect to see some cool shorts or reels or whatever we call the little videos.
I put one out late last night, but
okay, I'll have to go check that out.
More.
Yeah, I've been hitting a couple more reels. You know, some get a few thousand, and then some get like 12 views. And like,
yeah.
Okay.
I try to put out at night if I can.
It's weird that I'll upload a short, and then within like 9 seconds, it'll have like 4,000 views and 20 comments and 100 likes, and I'm like, holy shit! Wow, that must have been my most badass video yet. And then I'll make a better video, and it gets 12 views after like a week, and I'm like, what the hell's with the algorithm, man? Like, why would you block this one and actually promote this one? Because
right
when you check your stats, it'll say if it shows up in the shorts feed, or if people actually searched for your short or a hashtag in your short. I don't know, it's kind of silly and fun to learn at the same time.
Yeah.
Welcome,
Maybe
Lawrence.
it's intentional.
Lawrence, another local lower mainland Vancouver boy.
Hey, Lawrence.
Yo.
Collector. He does some great videos of a lot of these same toy shows that me and other Vancouverites will go to. So yeah, please check out Up Close with Lawrence and his YouTube channel. He's what's his DC figures he was doing this morning. This morning was Shazam. He was showing off his new McFarlane Shazam figure. So welcome, Lawrence. Good to see you in chat. And there he is. He's right there. Same guy. Please subscribe.
Multitasking.
G'day, Mr. Jonathan, sir.
Blinky.
Yeah, see, everyone knows Rolando. Rolando's where it's at, man.
It's
there you go.
Stream.
Here's Lawrence's YouTube channel there. Thanks, Rolando. That's awesome. And got another link here. Junar. Oh, who's Junar? I better not be no prawn bot channel. It's all good, man. Prawn bots are some of my biggest supporters. Have you ever looked at your, like, who watches your videos and what percentage of them are from India, and what percentage of them are 17-year-old females, because that's where my audience seems to be.
Oh shit!
It's weird as hell, man. But I'm thinking that's most of that's just the shorts. And here's the tip: if you put hashtag Hulk in your shorts, it'll do well. Even if Hulk's not in it, Hulk is seems to be the most popular thing since Cats on YouTube.
Wow.
Pretty crazy. Vern's got shorts with 300 million views or something crazy like that.
Yeah, he does.
Bring back Max.
It's all about stop motion.
I hope Max is gone. No more of that. Who else did I miss here? Mr. Dave's Dimension. How you doing, Dave?
Hey, Dave.
Go.
Well, I'll post a link if anyone has some toys they want to open, but I'll let us three, kind of play a little first. Hey, Kat, how you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're having a nice weekend.
Howdy.
Let me catch up here. Hello, Aaron. Welcome.
Hey, Aaron.
And Mr. 1000 Ghost. How you doing, Chris?
Go see.
Chris, do you always have at least a toy on your desk at work? I'm thinking you're one of those guys. Like I always have.
He does. Just judging from his workstation that he shows on Lego studs.
Yeah, because he's building lots of Legos at work.
Yeah, he seems to always have at least one toy.
And I'm glad his work is cool. That how cool is that? That
Damn.
I always had all my Funko at my work desk, but haven't been into the office since COVID. So
is that right, eh?
yeah.
So you still got a stash of Funko Pops there?
Yeah, not too many, but all my Funko collection was at the office, but now it's here. So
welcome, Dandy. Hope you're having a good weekend. Oh, yeah. That's the trick. Cookies at the desk. Now, all your coworkers know. I hope your desk has a lock and key drawer for your Oreos and your work snacks. What the France?
Hey.
How you doing, Shab? Good to see you, buddy. So I got my first offering. I've had it the longest, and I haven't opened it yet. It's going to be my comic book. Oh, shirtless mall for all the ladies out there.
I haven't opened
I
him
still
either.
have that one in box.
Me too, apparently. I got it's kind of the only one from this series I've wanted to open. Like so far, like the ceremonial Luke, I haven't had a desire to open. The Jackson, the rabbit, I will open him. Like maybe I'll open him Christmas Day. I don't know why I haven't, just because I've got very limited shelf space. So my Black Series, if I can fit them on 2 or 3 of those shelves, that's kind of where I put. And then the rest are in these 8 Rubbermaid tubs over here that are off camera on purpose. Yeah, let's call them the Hubba Bubba Mall. Hubba Hubba. Yeah, for sure. Why not? Even my whole work career, because I'm still only 29 years old, but those years I've worked at all the different places, yeah, I was known as the toy guy. I always had some Star Wars figures on my desk, and Star Wars figures would show up on my desk, and I didn't bring them there, so coworkers would just sneak them in there.
That's cool.
It was pretty cool. I had a couple of cool gifts from some past coworkers in regards to like a Darth Vader case full of vintage figures.
Wow.
One of the girls' boyfriends is like, "Hey, that guy likes Star Wars. Here, give him this." And I was like, "Oh my god, you guys are so awesome."
It's cool.
Yeah, I just have Pirate Deadpool and some little pop type things on my desk.
I used to have the Caddyshack gopher on my desk at work. And all my coworkers would dress up the gopher. Like you hit the button and it does.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But
That's
people
hilarious.
people would print out paper costumes and dress up the gopher. It was like the office mascot.
That's cool. Fun. I was actually looking around because I know I got a bag of Santa hats. I can't find them, so no Santa hat for me today. I might get one more stream in before Santa shows up, or maybe Boxing Day or something. Because I don't have any big Christmas plans as of now. My family's a little bit spread out over the area. My mom's in a van down by the ocean. So I don't think I'm going to see her maybe before Christmas or before New Year's and after Christmas. I think she's planning a trip over here. She's on Vancouver Island right now. But yeah, I want to see my immediate family, and maybe I'll have a couple of wobbly pops with some of my local neighbor friends.
Cool.
It tends to always happen at the local restaurant. Browns. We got a Browns. It's like a franchise, kind of like, I don't know what they
Browns
call it
chicken?
in the States. We got Cactus Club. Do you guys have Cactus Clubs in the States? Or
Not where I am.
I've never heard of them.
what's just I guess it's a fancier Olive Garden. Like it's not like I guess Olive Garden's not a fast food joint. It's more of a family oriented, like breadstick joint kind of place. So yeah, just a more of a it's more of a restaurant, but has a little bar area that a lot of the local alcoholics hang out. That's how about you? You're all ready for Christmas there, Eric? You gotta
my wife's family will come over. My dad, I hope he can make it. He lives in the same town, but he just told me today he got COVID. So he may not be joining us because my wife is very much pregnant.
Very much pregnant, eh?
Yes.
So is it summertime due date? Like I'm
late April.
Oh shit, it's sooner than I thought.
Coming up.
Yeah.
And she's doing well, I hope.
Yeah, everything's great. Thanks for asking.
Good.
So are you finding anything different for you right now? Like
No, it still hasn't set in. I've been tearing up cardboard boxes because on Black Friday we just bought a buttload of baby stuff with all the deals and whatnot. So we were living in cardboard box hell for a little bit, but we've recycled almost all of them now. So the living room is clear of cardboard boxes at least.
You were buying baby stuff on Whatnot?
No. Just no.
Eric.
No. Like stroller stuff. No.
Yeah, so I'm assuming. How far away is her family?
Just a couple towns over.
Oh, okay, cool. So
still local, still very much local.
I'm sure they're all, just as excited.
Yeah.
Oh, GeForce Cat's really excited.
She's just a loud mouth. It's getting to be about dinner time for her.
Oh yeah, different time zones. Time zones crazy, man. Well, that was a very simple open.
Does it split or
the blades come off, but it doesn't appear to, although it is two pieces, it does seem to be glued together, but either way
I can't remember off the top of my head if the episode 1 figure has the blade split in two.
Well, is this the second mall?
Yeah,
like the first one.
The first one was the Phantom Menace. Yeah,
had that double head. Yeah, this is rad, man. Like this is.
I like the body. That's pretty slick.
Like, and I know with like they got some really cool vintage collection malls, but I mean, just to get, these tattoos to look very crisp, like even on the face, you can see a little bit of that detail in the eyes, right?
Oh yeah,
that's awesome. I really dig.
I can't remember.
He's a really cool character.
Does that one have ab crunch or no?
It does have a little bit of.
Oh, not like a Legends figure or something.
But his waist doesn't. That's where his rotate is too. There's no rotate by the belt area.
If you were going to do like one different thing with that figure, I think it would have been to do like a Legend style ab crunch, like a Spider-Man type torso. for a figure like that.
Yeah,
That's like,
he's like a ninja kind of guy.
Yeah.
One with pose and yeah. See, it does. I'm gonna break it. Yeah, he's got some big ass boots. Yeah, I've been looking forward to the robot leg one for like 6 months since I pre-ordered it, but I know I like this one. This one's badass. So the other one better be better than this.
do you have that one already? The Clone Wars Season 7 one?
I just picked it up yesterday.
Okay, I couldn't remember if that was one of the ones you said.
The chicken leg one.
Oh, you've had that already?
No, I just got it yesterday.
Yeah. They haven't
Jealous
made their
of that
way.
one.
They haven't made their way to the States yet.
Now that I'm looking at it, yeah, it's the face is a little different. His mouth is closed. Or not really closed.
Is it a different sculpt? I have to do it side by side.
Yeah, he's a little more grimacing on this open one.
Yeah.
It's like, "Arr." And the other one is more evil.
Like just.
But yeah, the
showing
paint on his chest, like how awesome is that?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, he'll be next. Yeah, I dig this, man. I really didn't like the first one. The first one was really kind of lame, and even the newer Boba Fett's, I wish they did more like this. With it's not soft goods, but it's good enough.
It's pliable.
Boba Fett, his pants are like just big baggy MC Hammer pants, and I don't know, kind of weird knee breaks and stuff. But yeah, this guy's pretty badass. I highly recommend him. I don't want to tell everyone, but there's a huge vintage Star Wars whatnot going on today. So, yeah, be warned. Be warned.
I never used it.
This Bib Fortuna figure's a hunk of crap.
Welcome, GG Fire. How you doing today?
Is that is that just the original one, or did you somehow get the 40th one soon?
Nah, this is the whatchamacallit, Empire or Return of the Jedi one. The regular release.
Got it. Because I think the only difference with the 40th one was they just did less blue on the face and Hey, John.
Welcome, Super John. How you doing today, bud?
Sorry, I was late. I fell asleep on the couch.
That's okay. That comes with old age.
I am old.
Comes when you're waking up at 6 a.m. to play Call of Duty.
Welcome, Red Room Diecast. I met them this morning in Lawrence's chat. So welcome to the channel. I believe you're also in Canada on the Winnipeg coast, the eastern.
Oh, there's my other pair of glasses.
Yeah,
I was looking for where they went.
Yeah,
don't feel bad. I've been on my phone freaking out where my phone is.
Yeah, right. Crap, where'd I put my phone?
Yeah, thanks, Orlando. Here's a couple more channels from GG Fire and Red Room Diecast. Welcome to the channel.
Nice.
Bog is his name.
Yo.
That Bog is, I believe, the Red Room Diecast, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, really, eh? So I have no music on, but I like music. But if it's too loud, then yeah, it's different for everyone because some people have the earphones in, and you can't really cancel that out. Look at that bat signal, G-Force. That's awesome.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So G-Force, I've been trying to get those points of articulation kids to do a little, challenge over the Christmas holidays and whatnot. Maybe a 2-month challenge for like a scratch built spaceship or a diorama, all things that I know we're into. But yeah, I don't know, I didn't get that much feedback. But I think I'm going to build myself a diorama over the next month.
Yeah, I think they're taking some time off. They actually asked me if I wanted to do it with them next year. I don't think Josh is going to continue.
Oh, okay.
I don't know all
that's a
the
shame.
information on it. They just asked me if I wanted to come on. I said, yeah, sure.
Very cool. Yeah, I
It's
was
a really
on.
cool stream. I really like watching that.
Yeah, I have fun doing that type of stuff.
Oh, just the young ones. So we'll keep the cussing to one every 4 minutes. I sometimes cuss, if you guys didn't know. Yes, and here is I'm pointing to Super Awesome Geek Show. If you haven't already subscribed, please also subscribe to his channel and the G-Force as well. Sir Eric is yet to.
I don't really produce content.
Produce what? He can manage some other people's content. Eric's always welcome on my stream, and he's a valid member of our collecting community. So it's always nice to have you.
Sure. I'm still working on Rolando, trying to get him to make videos.
Here's a question for you gamer geeks out there. What's your favorite Call of Duty game out of all of them? Because I know you guys have been playing it like at 3 a.m. when I'm sleeping. Is it the newest one, John? You guys are playing?
Yeah, this is the only one that I've ever extensively played. I played one along to maybe like 10 years ago, and I was like, Battlefield is far superior to Call of Duty. So I never went back. I've been playing Battlefield all this time. So basically, because they shouldn't even be compared to each other, quite frankly, though. Because Battlefield is an actual like war simulator where, you know, if you shoot
There's
a
more
building, the
teamwork
building
involved
explodes.
than Call of Duty.
Gotcha.
If a rocket hits the ground, it leaves a crater in the ground, you know. So Battlefield is more of a simulator, it simulates real life, where Call of Duty is like an arcade shooter. The buildings won't get destroyed, cars don't blow up, you know what I mean? It's like things you can only affect the other player, like your bullets don't leave holes in the walls even when you're shooting the wall. So it's shouldn't even, people compare them all the time, and I'm even guilty of comparing them, but realistically Battlefield is on a totally different level and a totally different game than Call of Duty. But I do prefer the more reality type stuff, the more simulator things. So I prefer Battlefield. But this particular new Call of Duty is a hell of a lot of fun. So
I've been in helicopters and the truck. Fun. Just don't let Rum drive, right?
Right.
Or White Shadow apparently. They only let me and my brother drive.
And I think it was your brother. He's like, I called shotgun. And you guys were freaking arguing over who gets to sit in the front seat of the. Like, oh my God. Can you tell these guys are brothers? Like,
yeah.
So yeah, Shabby and Lawrence are loving your bat signal, and Lawrence is asking, is that a custom? So you did make that?
Yeah, he made it. Completely made it.
Made it from foam and a little edibles container and some scraps of plastic and stuff like that.
Edibles. And he made it in a cave.
In my cave.
Yeah, very, very cool. Look at that.
Light stuff, and it's a little hot spotty. I tried to diffuse it, but what can you do?
Does that have an LED in it, or is it just bright yellow?
No, it has LEDs in it.
Yeah, it looks like 6 LEDs or something.
Yeah, I got 7 of them in there.
Oh, 7 of them?
Nice. Oh, there's 10 total, but only 7 I had room to poke through.
Eric's got a shield behind him. Yeah.
Yep.
G-Force will be selling those on gforce.com any day now.
I don't know about that, Rick.
No, sometimes you make one and you're like, that's good. I'm not going to make any more of that because that took a long time. I don't feel like doing it
Yeah,
again.
Rolando knows this whatnot sale I'm talking about. There's a big vintage Star Wars sale. So everyone stay away so I can get the lowest bid. No, I'm just kidding. I can't afford to be buying any vintage Star Wars toys now. But there's some sweet stuff, man. There's a sealed Imperial shuttle, lots of carded figures. He's got like a set of loose figures, lots of box vehicles, some cool vintage Star Wars stuff. So I haven't really checked out a lot of the whatnot auctions. Basically, only Brandon's Ewok, Apprentice Ewok, and Icebox Comics. When he did his first 2 or 3, I went there for his support. And I'm not a huge comic buyer, but I signed up, and but I don't know. It's still kind of it's new to me. I'm hesitant to jump in and throw my credit card on something called whatnot.
Right.
I'll buy shit. I will buy
End up
all
finding
the stuff.
buyers for the extra Falcons.
What's that?
Rick,
Yeah.
did you end up finding buyers for all the extra Falcons that you had stacked up behind you a few weeks ago?
Oh no, those ones I'm keeping. So
okay, I thought you were
3 complete boxed AT-ATs, Star Wars.
It was the
Empire.
AT-ATs. Sorry.
Yeah, here's where I fucked up. So I was a vendor at a toy show last month on my birthday, November 19th. And I pulled out all those AT-ATs. You guys saw them. I had them all behind me.
Yeah.
So in those 2 big AT-AT boxes, I had like 7 AT-ATs in them. 2 of them were vintage, and like 4 or 5 of them were more modern ones. And then one of the big Hasbro jumbo AT-AT. And I'm like, oh wow, I got all these AT-ATs. I got these 2 extra vintage AT-ATs that I thought I had. So I cleaned them up, packed them up, brought them to the toy show, sold them within an hour, both of them. And I sold my personal freaking AT-ATs. Like I didn't have extra Kenner AT-ATs. I only had extra Hasbro AT-ATs. So I'm like, really? So what I did is I put those boxes away, and to keep them in good condition, I removed all the AT-ATs out of them because they were making the boxes all, messed up. And I just put other boxes in it, just kept it nice and light, so there's no damage to these 40-year-old boxes. And now there's no more AT-ATs in them, so I'm a little disappointed, man. So I'm gonna have to recollect an AT-AT, I think. Whatever, it's all good, man. I need a new vintage Star Wars toy in my life. Yeah, Rolando's throwing that content up on the Instagram, so I think as soon as he gets the video camera working on his iPhone, it'll happen. Mr. Bob, sir, Mr. Salacious Rum, Call of Duty World War II is the best.
I preferred the old the Call of Duty games that like the first few ones that came out on Xbox 360, like before like microtransactions and like insane customization. They were just a bit simpler, and the World War II ones were always really fun.
So GG Fire likes Cold War and Vanguard. I'm assuming those are Call of Duty games, war games.
It is.
ICAP on your left.
I can never figure out which way to turn. Yeah, it's the 80th. I can't remember whatever anniversary, 75th anniversary one that they made. It's like aluminum.
John, wake up.
There's 2 of them.
Are you looking at that whatnot sale?
Yeah, one has. Yeah, here's the Imperial shuttle. But then
what's the price?
2 hours after that one starts, there's another one that starts that has Forlom, Zuckuss, Bosk. I need Bosk and Zuckuss both on card.
Everyone needs Bosk.
This is almost for LOM or Forlom, or I always said Forlom, but in the comics they call him for LOM. But this is the One Jack from Obi-Wan.
Yeah, One Jack's pretty cool because he's got those little holsters on him.
Yep, and they're more holsters because they're open in the side.
Yeah, like coming out of his leg, RoboCop style, right?
Yeah, and I never knew this. I can't remember who pointed this out, but sorry, I'm gonna try and do this. You can see it, but come on, there we. Nope.
Oh, it's got some
If I get this
translucent.
right. Yeah,
Oh, and
their
yeah,
eyes
his eyes.
glow
Yeah,
green.
his eyes light up. Cool.
I never knew that. I can't remember who pointed that out online, but
So does he
pretty
have
cool
a
touch.
clear plastic in the back of his head?
I think if you get it under the joint, it'll go through, and then in the back the eyes kind of pop out. So if you get it just right, it'll.
What's really cool is they did that with their, those '90s Jawas when the Power of the Force 2 came out, and I thought that was like the most badass thing, man. Really excited for this guy. I've been waiting for a long. Bill frickin' Burr, man, come on.
That is a slick figure. I can't wait to get that one.
Why they didn't make this one first, and they made that, tank commander kind of one?
They probably
Make
just
my
didn't
bowl.
invest in the tooling. They're like, oh yeah, we definitely need to make that, but we can get the tank driver version out faster because all we need to do is pop on a new head.
And I found a little video of him on YouTube being interviewed about getting scanned to get this figure made, and I posted it on Instagram.
Oh, really?
I saw that.
They actually do a special scan for the figures. They don't just use
yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I believe all that scanning is done by Gentle Giant.
That's cool.
And if it's not done by Gentle Giant, I believe, is kind of like the trademark owner of like 3DS. So I believe that stands for 3D scanning. And I believe they're the proprietors or trademark owners of 3D scanning. So they made some of the first machines ever. And I think they're the leaders in that field for the toy industry and stuff. I could be mistaken. I know 3DS is a big part of their business.
Well, video games tend to get like the likeness of like athletes and whatever other types of characters in video games. They've been doing that for over a decade now.
Yeah, I think some of the scanning is partly done in regards to like the movie side of the industry too, right? So he may have scanned several times. So, they could make you CGI if they need to, right?
Yeah. That's slick, though.
It's going to match up.
Oh, it doesn't fit.
I need to. You said you posted that on Instagram. I need to check that out.
This is so cool, man. Like, just a cool original idea. Like, so hats off to the props department or the designer who's like, hey, let's put this over the shoulder gun thing.
You know what would have been even cooler is if it was a battle droid hand holding onto it.
Yeah. And he has 3 other guns. So that one's permanently attached, I believe.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I'm okay with that. But he's got 3 more. So you can load up his holster. Well, he's got 4 holsters. So
shouldn't it have another gun?
Yeah. Where's my 4th gun, man?
I think there it is, right?
No, there is only 3.
Huh. I thought that came with the four guns, the 4 blasters, and then the one on
You know what?
backpack.
Boom.
Oh, there it is.
Good thing you called it out. Didn't throw out the plastic.
That's awesome, man.
I might have a box here. Let me go see what the post just dropped off.
Oh, yeah.
Post.
And I know Connor's like, oh, I'd love to be there, but I'm eating Chinese food.
Chinese.
Welcome, Blue Harvest Toys. I know you just had a premiere. I was there, Mark. I was watching. I think I'm still watching now on another channel.
This guy came in the other day from Walmart, from Andor.
Oh, yeah. See, we don't have those in yet in Canada.
Yeah. They don't have this is just a generic officer. They didn't do, what's his name? Captain Tigo, who was the prefect in Ferrix. the guy who wanted to hang the one dude. But it's a cool figure. I'm really surprised they didn't just do it like a white version and then do a Miro figure. They don't even have one of them pipelined, I don't think.
Yeah, is what's the black guy's name who was in that similar costume with his speeder bike?
Oh, Lieutenant Gore. Yeah.
Yeah, because he passed away, but that would be a cool figure, man, and
yeah,
very original. We haven't had. Oh.
Where the hell did those
that is
go?
so cool. All the holsters. So are those holsters on the? Those are on the like the straps, and is that like fixed? Is that fixed on to the body, or is that just?
I think that whole holster apparatus can come off. Like it looks like it's glued in some places underneath his belt, but it is. I think you could remove it, and it's just it might have a little bit of glue tack in a couple places. Keep it, like it's tight right there.
I'd be curious to see some people try and remove that and put it on a custom, because that's cool with the chest holsters.
What it definitely needs is a little button on the back you push and go, "Fuck you, fuck you."
Oh yeah.
Now why? Okay, now in Star Wars, I think it was Andor. We broke that barrier and we got like the shit word, right? Didn't we get the word shit in Andor?
Yep.
Or was there an F-bomb?
Yeah.
I know there was a swear.
Both, maybe. Something.
So why couldn't Bill Burr be that guy to break that barrier and have the first cuss word in Star Wars? That's not dang ferric. And now shit. I've heard shit 4 times in Willow. I'm serious. And it, I don't mind talking a little bit about the Willow. I'm all caught up. I've watched all the Willow episodes. I like it because Willow's in it, and it seems like it's high budget, cinema, movie making magic. But I like the last 5 minutes of every episode. That's kind of, I almost am ready to just fast forward to that final 5 minutes where they play like Stone Temple Pilots or Pearl Jam, sang by like, some girl. But it's
Do you know how
different.
many will be in the season?
I actually don't. I don't. And I don't know. I'm assuming it's known.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on the newer Call of Duty games versus
I prefer
the old generation?
I prefer the old because all the just extra customization is just like they do it to monetize everything and get people glued to grind out results and whatnot. It's just exhausting though.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Did you get a box, Super John?
Yeah, I got a package from the White Shadow.
Uh-oh.
And he wrapped it even. Look at this gold shiny.
I think it's clone.
Fancy.
John, what do you think of the Call of Duty versus the older generation? Is the newer ones? I think the graphics are what makes it cool, right?
Yeah, like I was saying, I actually didn't enjoy the older ones that much. Not enough to. I mean, I didn't think they were bad, but I mean, they didn't grip me the way that like Star Wars Battlefront or Battlefield gripped me. But this new one is just so much fun that, especially playing with friends in a squad,
Well, and this one does have a break apart saber, Eric.
Yeah, and it's got the other,
it's
the different
modified
saber that he added on. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So
but I do think there's something with the older generation of games, though, because even if you take Star Wars Battlefront and you take Battlefield, both of those games were great, like, say, 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
But the modern versions, they look better, they play better, but there's just something about them that doesn't hold with the originals. You know what I mean? Like, especially Star Wars Battlefront, like that one they had maybe 10 or 12 years ago for Star Wars Battlefront 2, I think
cool.
it was
That
called.
was really
The original Battlefront 2.
Yeah, that was an incredible game. It was there were so many options, so many characters, and it's like, why do they limit things so much today? Why was that one so expansive? But then
because it was also available on a Mac.
But then today's one, it's like you got 10 characters to play with. You know what I mean?
This is an unpopular opinion, John. I actually prefer the newer Battlefront 2 to the original.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is, wouldn't you prefer it more if there was like 100 characters?
Hell yeah. I hope EA or someone else produces a newer Battlefront, because it seems like Battlefront 2 is nearly dead. But
yeah, me too. I agree. But I mean, so that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm getting at. Because like, and you go back to Battlefield, like Battlefield 1, which was set in like, I don't know, World War I think it was, time period.
Mm-hmm.
It was just incredible. The amount of, like, I guess what some people were saying with the customization on the older Call of Duty games, like Battlefield 1, you could have like different shoes, different pants, different gloves, different shirts, different jackets on, different attachments on, like on a belt or something, you know, a helmet. And it was like, where nowadays it's the entire skin. You can't change every little piece. And the other thing is, like, there was, I don't know, Battlefield 1 had like 100 different countries in it. Like every country of Europe was available to play as that faction. Where the modern Battlefield games have like 3 factions if you're lucky. You know, so it's like, why, if they did it in the past when there was less technology, it was harder to do it back then. Why can't they do it today when the technology is beyond what they even had 10 years ago? You know what I mean?
No doubt,
yeah, it's just they limit their brains today rather than just go all out. You know, it's like,
who'd win in a fight, Darth or Maul?
I'm going for Clone Wars Season 7 Maul.
I'm liking this shirtless one better. He just seems a little more buff and less feminine. Oh, this kind of feels real dainty and like this skinny, like a girl. But yeah, chest pain.
He's lost all his testosterone for obvious reasons. That's why.
White Shadow has done it. This is game would be cool. Do I have to, like, how do I do this? Okay, Rick, you have to take me off the screen for a minute. And then I have to come back in a magical, like, bling.
Okay,
I'll be all made up. I'll be all made up when I come back.
Oh, is there a foosball game on? Who's it? Tuck
Morocco,
Wakanda.
They already played
the third place game. Oh, it's done. I didn't even bother. It's a glorified friendly. I'll watch the final tomorrow.
Yes, and check out Mark's History Channel. He's walking around checking out all the train stations, and I think he's going to find a body, man, and he's going to be very surprised. He's going to go onto those bushes that John's been to.
Yep.
That one time John went to the UK, he buried a body in a bush, I think.
GeForce, did you watch the game? Was it at least decent?
I had it on. I didn't really watch it.
Mm.
Where can you find Rick and Morty collectibles? I've only seen like a Hot Wheels car. I haven't seen.
I have some Rick and Morty Funko. I have the portal gun that, like, you pull the trigger and it projects the portal against the wall.
There it is.
And I have a few different little Rick and Morty figures. They're really shitty, and I'd prefer to get rid of them if I can. But like they just fall over. They don't have like great articulation and whatnot. They're just kind of cheap.
I hear you.
I think Aaron is going to subscribe to your Captain America shield.
Yeah, it was. I'd take it off, but it's a bitch hanging that back on the wall on the hooks I've got.
Oh, there he is.
Santa Yoda.
Nice. Oh, nice work, buddy. That's awesome.
Shadow got me Santa Yoda, and he saved my life. Look at this. So I asked my comic book store if they could get me, there's a new Yoda comic book, and I said, can you give me every single variant cover that's available? And they were trying their best, but he got me the 1 in 10 cover, the 1 in 25, and the 1 in 50. But my comic book store did not get enough of the comics to get me the 1 in 100. And look what Chip did. He got me the 1 in 100 cover.
No shit.
Shit,
Nice.
1 out of 100.
Very, very cool.
So now I think I have all the variant covers for the new Yoda comic book.
Very awesome.
Nice.
So
Santa is real. He
Chip
lives
has
in
done
Florida.
it. Yes, Chip the White Shadow. That is incredible.
So
Wow.
Lawrence is
That's
asking
awesome.
a very, very dangerous question here. Average, how many toys do you guys buy in a week, month?
Oh shit.
It's hard to like. I mostly pre-order, so
That's too many.
kind of
That's a
depends
good
on the
answer.
pre-order schedules.
Too many's a good answer.
Not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weird thing is, well, I would say it varies because like I went last week without buying a single figure, but this week like 20 figures showed up that
Oh,
I
yeah,
pre-ordered or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so it's a weird, yeah. I would have to look at it that by month probably, but
I was scared to pull these heads off. But
You
yeah,
got
I
them all
wanna
posed,
head
Rick?
all these. What's that?
You got them all posed up.
Not really. Now he's just kind of.
Legs.
200 during Black Friday. Ghost says, yeah.
Yeah, I did buy some Black Friday deals. So like, you know, I bought these 2 figures last week. You know,
Yeah.
so if I'm feeling good, maybe I get 3 or 4 figures a month. You know, on average. You know, I'm not a big collector, but I have one rule, and that's collect them all.
You know, on the topic of games, and Rick and Morty was brought up earlier, I need to plug the new game from Justin Roiland's Squanch Game Studios, High on Life. It just released on the 12th or something, just this past week. It's so freaking funny. It's only on Xbox right now and Steam, but I highly, highly recommend checking it out. It is so funny.
Is that a Bigfoot game?
No, it's a shooter. It's a first-person shooter, but the shtick is that each gun is a different kind of character that talks back to you.
Oh,
Like
right on.
Yeah, so like one of them is like Justin Roiland. The other, like the shotgun, is voiced by JB Smoove. So that's anything JB Smoove does is hilarious.
He voices a gun?
Yeah, like the guns are like your companions, and then there's like this Australian knife called Knifey that's just like
Knifey.
insane.
Is his last name
it's
Kniferson? Knifey?
No, I don't think they gave it a last name, but the game is just so freaking funny. I highly recommend checking out High on
I'd want to
Life.
put that on my IMDb that I'm the voice of Knifey the Knife, or or Doodah the Gun.
Yeah, they have a whole bunch of people doing
Cards, nice.
guest voices on the game. It's really cool.
Yeah, I did see that Logan Paul was now an action figure, and if Logan Paul's watching, I challenge you, man, to a fight anywhere. He's a chump.
Kick
And
his
your
name.
brother at the same time.
Was he the
I got your back, Rick.
was he the one that was he the guy that burned like $1 million just to do it?
No, these are they're YouTube guys. That's their famous.
Yeah. He's a
I
YouTube
think
guy
one of them did. I
Yeah.
think one of them did something stupid like that.
And then
Yeah.
he also spent like $1 million on Pokemon cards and just
Yeah,
ripped
he's
them-
Got
he's
ripped
going
them
to
in
the
half.
wrestling
And
ring
then-
wearing.
didn't he
$1
rip them
million
in half or something?
Pokemon card to the ring? That's his gimmick. It's on his action figure too. It comes with like a little toy Pokemon card.
Yeah.
It's like gold plated or some special thing. Yeah, Jack's got into it with the wrestling, and and now all the wrestling figures I think use that, some face scan. Oh, nice.
Ooh, Cat Bane.
Cool.
Oh, catch up on my chat.
Oh, here we go, Rick. Look at that one.
Hello, Mr. Blue. Oh, it's Omega.
There's Rick's
They
friend.
gotta do those figures for the chief
Yeah.
and the warrior.
Oh yeah, Duffman knows, man. Joel is a member of the Spice Runners Lounge, another little bit of a community on Facebook and YouTube. Joel Haas, I believe is his last name. I know he's on the Instagram. But yeah, he makes these wicked customs, a lot of sideshow scale, Hot Toys scale, and then quarter scale, like tauntaun heads and beasts and animals. Just freaking phenomenal stuff, man. And Duffman was lucky enough to win. I believe it's like a quarter scale Tuscan Raider that Joel made, and it's phenomenal, man. This shit all belongs in museums. So yeah, that's a good recommend.
These cards are going to be the only Star Wars set of modern times that are going to get marked down. So when the first place I saw them at, I found 2 boxes at a Target store. So I bought the 2 boxes they had, thinking it was going to be like other Star Wars cards recently, and that would be all I would ever see. Well, as the week went on, I went to other Targets, and one of my Targets had like 50 boxes. Then I went to another Target, they had like 25. Went to another Target, there's 100 boxes sitting on the shelf. Literally, like nobody is buying them. And then I went back to that first Target where I got these, and now there's like 70 or 80 on the shelf. Like,
Jeez.
Someone must have just put 1 or 2 out for something like ahead of time, and then later in the week they put the rest out, and they're just sitting there. No one's buying them. So I'm
They recently locked up all the cards at my Walmart.
I think people don't want Boba Fett cards. They didn't like the TV show, so they're not buying the cards. Yeah. So I'm like, they're going to be, I think they're going to go on clearance. They're going to end up being, so I'm going to try and buy them all when they go on clearance. I'm just
what's that to you? Oh, is that cards? Oh, sweet. Good stuff.
Yeah, the originals are good ones. Yeah.
Come on, Aaron, you got to watch Andor. It's actually one of my favorite
top tier
not even Star Wars, just television shows of the recent future or recent past. Like, it's a really good watch for grown-ups. And
yeah, I wonder when we're going to get Andor cards. There's going to be some Andor cards coming out,
and hopefully some toys. Like I saw Super 7's already teasing the Willow, the Disney Plus series action figures, and I'm like, man, you haven't made Andor toys yet. They made a couple. Yeah, I know there's some Witcher McFarlane figures that are out there.
Yeah.
There's another Chase series, the Aqualish. There must be a character Chase series too.
Be careful, Chris.
Species Chase, and then.
Yeah, if you're getting caught up on.
Ooh, go ahead, Eric.
I was just going to say, if you're getting caught up on Andor, make sure to watch on Rick's channel the Andor after show again. The recordings that we did.
Ooh, Ned B.
That is a slick figure. I love that guy.
I've watched. That's a cool picture.
Ways the Sith did a review.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of reviews. Robo, I like Robo's reviews just because he's got a beard.
Yeah,
got to support the fellow bearded weirdos. But and right away I saw it and I'm like, oh shit, that needs weathering because it's such a bright yellow, and I haven't seen it yet. Just from the reviews I've seen, much like the retro one, like it's just a nice bright figure with that little teal highlight, and it's
That being said, it's still a cool sculpt and articulates real.
From what I've seen, it's weathered on the front, but only one part of the back.
Yeah, for whatever reason, like I don't know, it might have saved him 3 cents, but
so Rick, I think this is more up your alley. We got Kiss. Got Queen.
Oh wow, man!
The Village People.
Charlie's Angels stickers.
Charlie's Angels. Let's see what else we got in here.
Sorry, John. Charlie's Angels gets the big window.
Fonzie.
Happy
Fonzie, man.
Hey.
Superman.
So this is dude, you got some cool. This is my first plastic-free box like this.
Jaws.
Well, I have some of those Jaws cards. Yeah.
Like a banta. Welcome, Brian. How you doing, buddy?
Space
Hey, Brian.
1999.
Oh yeah, I got some of those cards too. Yeah.
I am still watching Willow. I'm giving it a chance.
Why would you stop? Yeah, why would you stop watching a TV show? There's nothing else to watch.
I will watch
You know what I mean?
anything
Like, what else are you watching if you're not watching Willow? You know what I mean?
from my
Like,
childhood with a Lucasfilm logo on it. I'll watch it.
yeah,
I
me too.
have to give it, the benefit of the doubt.
Those are
I
fun.
need to binge. I need to binge Willow. I haven't started it, but I will watch it. I need to watch that.
Chris,
on
have you watched
Wednesday.
The Willow yet? Because
On
the
Netflix.
first thing I noticed on Willow was not the first thing I noticed, but it had cussing. Like they said the shit word several in every episode now, I think, and it's actually coming from children too.
Wow.
Well, children, I don't know, they're 18, 20 years old.
Learning it on the bus, I bet.
Welcome, Cameron. How you doing today, buddy? Yeah, I'm not a huge video game guy, but if someone donated me a frickin' PlayStation 5,
Yes, 5
Cool.
to take it.
I would play war with all you war-loving Americans.
Come join
did I
our
say that-
war.
Did I say that out loud?
Come join our war. It'll have fun.
What I think is freaking rad about those games is the graphics, man. They're just absolutely
Yeah.
phenomenal. Like the Grand Theft Auto, it's really cool, but it's also kind of cartoony at the same time. So I enjoy that aspect about it, like the funny way people walk and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's a hunk of plastic, man. That's awesome. Yeah, it does have some good weathering, but I mean, just there's like nothing there except for his little butt.
Just on
The
its
butt.
tailpiece. Yeah.
Just a little dry brush. Like I'm kind of new to.
Top of the head's bright yellow, too.
Oh yeah, this dude is badass, man.
Oh,
He comes
you
with a
had
hammer.
the mod guy, John.
Yeah, that was one of the mod guys. Yeah.
Badass Ned. I like him.
It's cool. What are they
They should've
thinking?
done more
$45
with-
for him?
What's that, G?
He $45 up there?
Dude, it was exactly $45 plus tax. Like
Jeez.
it's like candy. Candy. Yeah, I've been watching Connor open up all his newest G-Force figures or G-Force G.I. Joe figures, and they're all everything's in this tissue paper.
Yep.
Which I hope everyone recycles, like you can recycle your plastic.
Well, they become packing material for packages when you send them out.
I bought my first
Yeah,
windowless box.
those
Oh
plug
yeah,
in
that's the window one too. Eh? Yeah, I've seen that one in the
Oh.
store.
Look at that. The
Got me
Hammerhead.
for $17.
The Hammerhead Mayor.
Mayor Mockshise.
I pronounce that Mayor McCheese.
Yeah, Mayor McCheese.
Shise.
Because
Ooh.
of my Canadian accent.
Boba
That's
Fett's
cool.
Arsenal chase set.
All right,
So
back
far, there's 4 chase sets. There's a white border card, a blue border card set, and a purple border card set. So white, blue, and purple so far. And then 4 chase sets so far.
little hosey things kind of plug in there.
Did you get the mod bikes
Yeah,
yet?
they
John?
plug into the backpack.
No, just a mod driver so far, but no mod bike yet. Look at that hammer. Yeah.
It's got some extra spring action on it, so it's got a bam.
Whoop-bam. I
Graphite
like that.
handle.
The Rancor.
That could do in some stormtrooper helmets.
Making all that damn noise out there.
Yeah, any figure that comes with a hammer is cool.
Yeah.
And actually,
If you want to use the blaster, I'd suggest swapping hands. I had a better time putting the blaster in the right
Oh,
hand
okay.
than the left.
I don't think I need a blaster. This guy's What do you have, a blaster for like 8 seconds?
In the one, like when Vader was coming in, yeah.
Good size. I like it. Like I just opened up Zeb a couple weeks ago, and I love the beefiness on him too.
Oh yeah, Zeb's a good figure. I got something that came in a little while ago. I haven't showed it off.
Yeah, Lego games are
This
cool.
guy came in. This guy came in from Shop Disney. Dooku, Master Dooku's saber from when he was a Jedi.
Good day, Matt.
I'm on record that the Disney parks sabers aren't as good, but I don't think that Hasbro's going to make one of these. So
that is the Disney Parks one, there.
And yeah, this is a Disney Parks legacy saber for Dooku from Tales of the Jedi.
So it's new. That's a new one, right?
Yep. It's different than his one that he has in Attack of the Clones. And
I watched one review on it, and I think what the guy said, he just felt it was a little bigger or bulkier than what he thought it should be. But it looks pretty cool, man.
Well, that's the main criticism of I have for all of the Disney Park sabers. They're all chunkier than they should be
to fit the lightsaber in. Yeah,
but it looks. I mean, looks wise, this is probably the best one I think they've done.
But
yeah.
See, what confuses me though is that I thought, okay, so is it a thing where Hasbro doesn't actually make the lightsaber?
They don't make these.
They don't make the Disney ones, no.
No, what I'm saying is they don't make their own Force Effects lightsabers, do they? Because how come the blade is exactly the same as the Disney ones compared to the Star Wars ones?
It isn't
to the Hasbro.
It isn't the same.
I own both. I own both. And if you look at them,
you can't plug. They're not. I do too. That you can't plug them in. You can't take a Hasbro blade and plug it into a Disney Parks blade.
If you take the Hasbro one apart, they look exactly the same, though, is what I'm saying. The only thing is the Hasbro one is bolted in there. But if you take a Hasbro one apart, they're the same base.
Yeah, the older Hasbros were locked-in blades. The newer ones, the Force Effects ones, detached.
Are removable blades.
Yeah.
But they're not exactly the same, but it's very similar technology. They're not.
See, that's why I'm asking, like, does somebody else actually make them and they're selling them to Disney Parks and selling them to Hasbro to distribute?
I have to imagine Hasbro's producing all of their own stuff, but Disney Parks, I have to imagine Disney kind of like worked with Hasbro a little bit to get some of the technology, but it makes no sense that the Disney Parks ones are a bit less screen accurate than the Hasbro ones. That makes no sense to me because
I like that. The first Hasbro one I got, I think it was still called Black Series or Force Effects, was Vader, and the blade was not removable. So it was just I still have that one. And it's cool. It's I wish I could take the fucking handle off. I may eventually take it one day. I don't know.
The newer ones do. Those ones that came out around the time Force Awakens came out. So like 2016.
The Disney Parks Rey version of that same saber a couple years back. It was Disney. I got a friend in the States bought it for me. I got that. So it's basically the same blade and hilt, but with a removable blade. I got that because I now have a Darth Vader looking, hilt.
Yeah, they did one of those.
It's very well made. It was one of the first ones Disney Parks made for this new collection that they release every monthly, and I really like it. It's well made. Because I actually can compare it to a real Graflex flash that I have, and you can measure the circumference, and the weight, and what it would feel like. It's pretty cool, man.
Those were the precursors to the Galaxy's Edge sabers, the ones that you're talking about, because I have a few of those as well.
Yeah, I think some people like the first wave better, but I know some of these new ones they make, whether it's like Ahsoka or the Leia.
Which one's Hasbro or Disney Parks?
No, Disney Parks. Disney Parks keeps putting out some. They're getting better. Like they're getting almost all the characters now for crying out loud. But I mean,
it depends on the saber. I would say like that Dooku one is probably the first one I've picked up where I've said that is like the hilt just feels like it could be a Hasbro one because of all the extra aluminum.
Is that autographed Super John or like a piece of her?
No, it's just a patch.
Okay.
That's
It's
cool.
a patch. See, it says you found a
Congratulations.
commemorative patch card.
So Chris is keeping Super 7 alive. Looks like he's buying 75 action figures at a time from them now. He's keeping Funko in business. So Funko and Super 7, I hope you have Chris on your Christmas card list. If you don't, you're fucking up. Put Chris on your Christmas card list, man. Do it. Machine Man, welcome.
Yo,
Suicide Forest guy, is that me? I just play him on TV. So I
this also
opened up 4 cool figures. I think we need a little dance break. What do you say?
okay.
Oh god, I feel better now. All right, I may have lost a few chats here. I do apologize. I'm just trying to catch people as they come in here. Welcome, Sleeping Collectibles. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Well, what do you got there, Eric? Oh, look at that.
The Neutrona one.
Ooh, the
Hasbro.
Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters.
Did you get back the Proton pack? Because I hear those are going to ship really soon.
Yes, my Proton pack is coming in. I don't know, first quarter. They said, yeah. This is this thing cool though. Like
the weathering on that.
Modes, this is just a normal kind.
Didn't
This
they
thing
say
vibrates
that
like you wouldn't believe.
That's what she said. Yeah, I've seen that in person, and I was so impressed with the weathering on it that I don't think they can go wrong with that backpack. It's going to look pretty awesome, I think.
Yep, I'm gonna need to get like a full. I'm gonna need to get the full-on like jumpsuit and do like Ghostbusters cosplay with the Proton pack.
You finished Willow. It's only had 4 episodes. I think there's many more episodes to come. I got something out of John. Are you all caught up on Willow?
No, I got to watch the one from yesterday still.
Yesterday, it's not out till Wednesday.
Well, whatever day it came out this week, I didn't see the newest one.
Wednesday.
I thought it was coming out on Fridays, but all right, if it's Wednesdays, okay.
Yeah, I've been confused lately too with the lack of cool programs to watch right now. Anyone watching anything good? Like, I haven't seen much. I watched a volcano documentary yesterday that blew my mind.
Grogu.
I'm gonna go through my watch list. What have I watched?
That's
Trevor
cool.
Noah's stand-up special was good.
Was it? Yeah, he makes me laugh sometimes.
Yeah.
50% of the time.
By the way, Chris, 1000th Ghost, if they truly are not in your area and you do want a couple boxes, just hit me up. I'll work something out with you because, like I said, there's literally some of the stores have 50 to 100 boxes.
That's crazy.
It's the Targets in my area got slammed with these, and I tell you, it doesn't look like anyone is buying them. So
Mine have like 6-8 boxes maybe in each Target, but they're not moving. Nobody's buying them.
yeah, so I just have a feeling they're gonna. I
Mine
think they're gonna
Walmart,
end up on clearance, and I'm gonna buy a whole bunch when that happens.
The lady or the man will come in and they'll stock the little, card department in the morning. They're gone the next day. They're gone by the next day. So what they, and I don't think they're all stolen. I think, people or resellers
Oh, no,
or
those-
collectors buy them. But now they actually lock them up. So I think maybe people were just going in the store, grabbing the packagings, opening them, throwing the thing on the ground, and just walk. Like, what are they going to do? Like, arrest you for? I don't think they would ever arrest a kid or even an adult for doing that. But they'll probably ban you from their department store. So stop doing that.
No, did you know what happened was there was, I think it was basketball cards. There was a certain set that was so rare that people were actually, they got into gunfights. I think there was actually a shootout down here in Florida over the card because they got like 4 or 5 boxes in, and all the card guys, you'll see them in the morning. Like when I go to, I get to Targets like an hour before they open because they let me in through the employee entrance because I'm a Lego guy and I can go in and talk to the manager before the store opens. And you'll see a line of like 100 people waiting outside on the day. They know what day the representative is going to be there to put all the cards out. And when those cards hit the floor, they're sitting there. And in the past, like a year or so ago, it would be like a mad dash. They'd all be rushing in. And someone actually got into a gunfight. They brought a gun to the store and held everyone off at gunpoint while they bought all the cards. And it caused them, number one, to start locking them up. And number two, now they have lineups. The manager will go outside and line people up and give them numbers. And they let them in like 1 or 2 at a time to buy and they're only allowed to buy 1 pack each. They can't buy them all. They have to make sure that they're split up amongst everyone in line if there's enough. And everyone gets a little bit rather than one person buying every single one.
What kind of cards are these?
Well, it started with the basketball cards. There was a set of basketball. I'm not kidding. Like I bought a box just to buy it and to keep and hang on to it. And the box was $19.99, a blister box like this. And it currently sells on eBay for about $1,000. Because there were autographed cards in it. I don't remember what it was, but there was something in those boxes that you had a chance of getting that everyone was going bonkers for. And when the manager one day was like, I got a box of those cards everyone's looking for. Do you want them? And I was like, well, how much are they? Because they're $19.99, but this is why everyone's shooting everybody, because there's something in this box that's worth like $1,000 or whatever. And I looked them up on eBay and was like, holy crap. So I was like, yeah, I'll buy that. Why not? I'll just hang on to it, and it's sitting in one of my storage bins because I'm just waiting. Someday it might be worth $5,000 or something, and then I'll sell it. I don't know.
Hey, we have a very important question on the table here. Who would win in a fight between Darth Vader and Doctor Strange?
Vader.
Vader probably, right?
Vader just force choke.
Go on, Dino.
Yep.
Oh. I feel bigger already. Welcome, Mr. Geek Strong.
Yo.
Oh, well, if Chris says so.
Okay.
Just a little quick one there, but yeah, that's my new favorite video to play. Oh, it's sparking. Now we must dance.
Yeah.
Did anyone catch Steve Martin and Martin Short hosting Saturday Night Live last week?
Yeah, a little bit of it.
Fucking brilliant, man. Those guys are still some of the funniest people on the planet, man.
I saw their traveling show pre-COVID.
Yeah, they were talking about that in their opening dialogue when Steve Martin had Martin Short in a suitcase. Most of the skits were actually pretty good, considering that they had these two, legends there, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Again, welcome, Mr. Geek Strong. Hope you're doing well today. Everyone's, you guys all got your Christmas trees and all that fun stuff up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we actually have a little tree up. Yeah, my dad put up a tiny little, it's like this tall. It has lights on it.
Did they make It cards? Really, It?
Wow.
You haven't missed a lot, Chris. It hasn't changed much, but when I do see like that, these comic legends, oh, that looks awesome, Eric.
Yeah, I got the Death Star tree topper.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, the Death Star tree topper. Yeah.
They're all these connected figures from the New Hope with all the different characters. They interact with the Death Star and talk and basically play out an abridged version of the entire movie.
I like the tree topper that has the shuttle Tidarian, and I think it's the Millennium Falcon spinning around the tree. Have you seen that video?
I have not seen that one. No,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, diorama's looking awesome, G-Force.
Thank you, sir. That's Duffman's.
Yeah, you guys making a swap, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Once I build my own diorama and I'm a little comfortable with my painting and carving foam and inhaling fumes from foam skills, then I'll definitely be down to. You guys will see how skilled my diorama making skills could be, because I have high expectations for myself when I build crafty stuff. So
that's my first one I've ever tried. Like, I've built a brick wall from just a backdrop of my stuff, but
hey, did you guys know that
left coast is the best coast?
Special announcement, everybody. Special announcement. Mr. Yak Face himself is in the building. So, well, bow. Sean Crawford is the man behind the mask of Yak Face from Return of the Jedi, if you did not know. And he's also a rock and roll star. He's also a rock and roll star. Him and Corey D. Williams, the son of Billy D. Williams, they rock and roll together, man. They jazz together. They funk together. I have not yet had the pleasure of meeting Sean Crawford, but I have.
I thought you meant when you said they're in the building that they were in the waiting room coming on the stream. I was like, what?
No, he's in my apartment right now. I just have to pull out Yak stuff, like Yak Face. Yeah. Awesome, Sean. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Now that my camera froze, come on. Oh, that's on Facebook. Okay, I forgot. I was streaming this on Facebook as well. Yeah, please go follow Sean Crawford on Facebook, folks.
Yeah.
Other than Super Awesome John and Sir Eric and the G-Force and people like Geek Strong and 1000 Ghosts, Sean Crawford might be my biggest celebrity in the chat so far. So very awesome, buddy. Awesome. I'm glad to see you, and I hope someone pays for me to go to. There you go. G-Force knows, man. That's Sean Crawford in art form.
Oh yeah.
Yours truly. I hope someone.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Sean played Yak Face, and he's in the chat. I get you. I got you. Okay.
Sean is the owner.
Yeah. I put it all together.
2 years later.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, the gentle giant, the Diamond Select guy. Sorry, I think his name is Shane. I can't remember. He was on YouTube on one of the, I think it's the Northeast Star Wars Club guys, Greg Evans and those guys. Had a little interview with Diamond, and trying to sneak out what's coming out. And I was in the chat and I was saying hello, and he gave me a little shout out because I worked on the Boba and Ahsoka jumbos, and I put in the chat, hey, if you guys need a hand in London at Celebration, setting up the trade show and tearing down the trade show, I'm your man. And he never replied. So. I'm trying, man. If any vendors need help setting up and taking down the trade show, look at these pipes, man. I can help. I can help you. I just need airplane ticket, and I'll pitch a tent out in the parking lot because I ain't paying $1,000 for a freaking hotel room in London.
Is anyone going to Celebration in London in the chat?
I'm pretty sure Blue Harvest Mark, and I think Sean Crawford will be there, and basically all the people in the UK, they'll be going.
I think Scuba's going.
Is he? I track airfare prices because that's the biggest concern, other than getting actual tickets for the event. But maybe the toy gods are nice to me, and someone does sponsor Left Coast on a trip. That would be pretty sweet.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, Celebration's fun.
Oh, so we got
could go,
several
but
guys on the Facebook stream here. Mark looks like he is. Cameron from another account. Yeah, I'm thinking about it too. I've been thinking about the ICCCCCC con now, Chris.
Yeah, we're all
tracking
going
those
to that.
flights too. Yeah, that's a good guy.
I'll
I've been
be at
tracking those flights
ICC.
too, and it's still like $700, $800 US to fly to Nashville. I'm like, come on, man! It's
Wow.
I'm not going to Australia. Like, I think I could fly to Australia for half that. Yeah, I think the applications closed yesterday for. I think it might have been for fan tables or something in that regards. I did not submit myself this year as an artist for Artist Alley. I did for the previous Anaheim one, and then it got canceled. And then I just, I felt bad. I thought they were gonna just include me again because it got canceled, and then they rescheduled it. But no, they did the whole, enter the win kind of thing, and I'm like, I'm not gonna enter again. I thought I'd already won.
That's correct.
How you doing,
I
Dagon?
thought they'd already won. Yeah.
Well, do you know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
made it to the final round, and then a week later, like, yeah, we're canceling celebration. I'm like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I had. They gave me what are they? Not a press, but a professional badge.
media.
They gave me They gave me a professional badge for that, and I still have it because they didn't want it back. They just.
I heard you, Mark, talking about canceling rooms the other day. Don't cancel rooms that you booked like for $50. Keep them because they're not going to charge you until April. Keep them, and if people like myself and other people don't want to pitch a tent on the streets of London,
Cold, damp streets of London.
I'll sleep in the bathtub. But I kind of don't want to travel for 18 hours on an airplane and then end up like sleeping like in a bed with Mark. Or in the bathtub, or in a, I would like a room. I'm not a very well traveled man, but yeah, beds are cool.
Yeah, they were good.
And where do all the ladies go if Mark's on the other side of the bed? It messes the whole thing up.
So 2 boxes is a stack that big. That's a big stack of cards.
That is pretty cool because I saw Chris opening some cards the other day, and there was like 1 card in the box. Or like 3 cards, but it was an autograph.
Each box has 1 patch card, and you end up with a bunch of chase cards, which are on the bottom here. And then there's a purple set, a blue set, and a white border set. So I ended up with a good chunk of them, and not many duplicates out of 2 boxes. There was maybe 4 or 5 cards that I noticed were duplicates. So.
4 cards in these boxes, $100. Okay.
Yeah,
so
that's crazy.
A total separate question that has nothing to do with cards. It's a Streamlab question. Or what am I? Is it Streamlab? StreamYard. Can I not have us on the left-hand side of the screen? Like we're all lined up on this justified to the right here, or to the here. Can we not be justified to the other side? Like I see other people do it, and I don't see any options for for that silly stuff. I'm still learning.
Is there another click button where they have left or right? I mean,
no. Maybe I got to pay another $20 a month to.
Is it a thing where you're so far up north that things spiral the other direction, so they got it backwards from?
Well, I'm left coast, so I want my shit on the left. No, it's just weird because that's where the logo's up there, and I've even seen people where all 4 of the guests are along the bottom while they're looking at the larger image or whatever you're sharing above.
It's got to be a way. I just don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I guess it's a Canada thing because our toilets flush counterclockwise. No.
That's what I mean. Yeah, they.
That's only in Australia, way. I think. When down under, I think their toilets flush backwards.
Down
under.
It's
like Bizarro Superman kind of stuff, isn't it?
Down under.
It's all the Vegemite they eat. They need it to go backwards to be able to flush it.
Yeah. And we got a new sponsor for today's show. I don't know if you guys know, but here's a word from our sponsor.
New from Oakhurst Studios and Vern Lab Technologies, it's the Battery Daddy Caddy. Get yours today. Available at Walmart for $9.99.
I don't know how much it was, but Walmart's got those skids that's all just like, here, it's a golf bag for your beer can. I don't know, just knickknacks and stuff. But there's always something cool in there. And that's the first time I've ever seen like a battery storage container, charger, tester. I know they exist, but I was just like, oh, first thing I thought of was.
My Walmart does have the one Vern has, the Battery Daddy, and they're $20, I think, something like that.
Where is Vern? He must be sleeping, because Vern is, I think, after Mark, the oldest guy in our community. I'm just kidding. We're all 29 years old.
Well, he's got fake hair, right? He's the only one that. This thing is squeezing my head so much. I'm starting to. Oh, look at it! It's making lines.
Oh, that's permanent.
No, it really doesn't fit me. It's super small. There's got to be like an extender in here, right? Like a thing that.
In Canada, there has to be bilingual on it, Vern. So when you're next time, in the future, your packaging department, you gotta put. Oh, Mark didn't like my old man joke. At least you got hair. Shut up. So, any plans for the weekend, guys? You're just getting ready for Christmas, and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and all the holidays.
Yeah.
Festivus
is coming on the 23rd.
For the rest of us.
Festivus. I was hoping my buddy Jay was going to pop on today, but he had some kind of emergency stuff to do. So hopefully it's all good, man. But I was gonna pop his YouTube cherry, and he was gonna whip out his Krampus and his,
I was gonna say whip out
his Krampus, his black Krampus. No, I think red Krampus. Yeah, he's a big Mythic Legion figure collector, and those toys are so freaking rad, man. If I ever can afford one, I'll get one, because they're like minimum $40-$50 Canadian. And then if you don't order it, the day, you got dancing pole there?
Oh, my Festivus pole.
It's a Festivus pole. Yeah.
I've always wanted Dancing Girls my show, and Chief wants to get a freaking pole.
Yeah, gotta have a Festivus pole.
It's all real, Mark. It's all real. Even the color is real.
I find tinsel distracting.
I was watching these people do a YouTube stream on Thursday night. It's a show I usually watch. It's a funny YouTube show with thousands of viewers, believe it or not. And one of the guys, he basically wears like a mask. Like, that's his thing. He wears a freaking mask, and he's got a little lady beard, like, a little, not like a lady beard. I'm sorry, I don't mean anything like that. A smaller beard, like Eric and G-Force have. A nice trimmed, handsome beard is the word I was looking for. And then one of the other panel members was like, "Whoa, did you just color your beard?" And he's like, "Yeah, I just colored it today because I knew I was coming on the live stream, and it takes a couple of days to fade." But yeah, when the men dye their beards, and that same day, it literally looks like they painted it on with a Jiffy marker. Yeah, I've done it before. I bought, I don't know, there was a shampoo kind of thing. Oh, you just put it in, and it gradually makes your beard
5 minutes.
dark brown. And I did it, and the very first person I saw that day was like, "Oh, hey, you dyed your beard." And I'm like, "Holy shit, is it really? Is it that obvious?" Like, so yeah, it was that obvious.
Yeah.
But it's probably been 10 years since I ever colored my hair. It'll be another 10 years before I color it again.
I colored my hair once, and then my scalp turned black. So
and now look what happened.
Now
you got that line on your head.
I know that Yoda hat was so tight, I was starting to pass out. I was getting like lightheaded. I'm like, oh, it's squeezing all the blood in my brain.
It's got a rhyme, Dino. Krampus
Trooper on the pooper.
On campus. I think the new thing this year is Snoop on a stoop. It's like a Snoop Dogg puppet. It actually looks pretty clever, and they're from Canada.
And Star Wars people are putting troopers on the pooper.
These beards keep us warm. They gone. Snoop on a stoop. That's the stuff. So, what do you think? You think some of these figures are worthy of action figure reviews?
Yeah, why not?
Should I be one of those people? and
Yeah,
do a
be
couple reviews.
one of those. You mean you mean
Like everyone in your chat, Rick, and in your panel.
of us?
No, like but I might combine. Like I might
Yeah.
do a video of all these.
Yeah, all three of them are worth it.
Because I don't know. I don't want to make like a 5-minute video. I think I couldn't go much longer than 5 minutes on a figure, but you never know. I'll play around a little bit. I prefer doing the live stuff just because I like talking to people.
Rick,
Yeah.
do your review like what Vagon is saying. Don't do a review like the rest of us do it. Do like this figure's yellow. Like state the total obvious, like the total obvious.
This
He's
is
a robot.
figure. And I'll go do it like from back here. Like here's my review of head.
And out of focus.
Look at that. It's so cool.
Check out the detail.
Pipes on that side. Yeah, so I don't have any big Christmas plans. I might be streaming every day for the next 2 weeks, and because I need 50 more subscribers.
50? Okay.
Let me double. Let me see if that number's changed. Oh, I think I hurt myself. Nope. 950 subs still. So, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, to G-Force's channel, to Super John's channel, and Sir Eric on Instagram, please do so now.
Oh, we're getting close. I need about 390 or so subscribers, because my next milestone is 3827. Because in Star Wars, they went into the trash compactor and they were like, "Where are you?" Well, we're at 326. We're at 326, 3827. So I'm taking the 3827, and that's my next goal for subscribers on the channel. When I get to 3827, we're going to give away, I think it's going to be a proper vintage Star Wars item will be given away on my channel to subscribers when I hit 3827. So
I think what I'll do is I'll do a review of Geek Strong's review of a figure that I have and he has. So that way you just show his video and get reviews, right?
There you go.
Sean,
so I'll get way more thumbs up too.
Sean, I'm sure you have something like this, but you should do like top Yoda merch that you have.
you know what I just got? It's coming in the mail. The Yoda bottle opener. That's the stuff I love. I've got Yoda Christmas lights. I've got a Yoda battery pack. Like these just things. Like, why would you put Yoda on that of all things?
On all things.
And now there was a Yoda can opener or bottle opener, and I'm like, what the hell? Okay.
The strangest thing I ever saw Yoda on, or like any Star Wars character on, was produce at the grocery store.
Yeah,
at the local jewel.
They had those bands.
Like Yoda on grapes or lettuce or whatever. Like what?
Yeah,
you don't need Star Wars. Like
Mandalorian lettuce.
What idiot decided they needed to get to license Star Wars to sell?
Well, I actually bought some
John's
grapes.
idea.
I bought grapes that month only because there was Star Wars on it.
Collect them all. So John, I think I've showed this before, but you're talking about just oddball kind of things. Let's see. So this is an R2D2. Oh, if it works. It's a lighter.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
There's the refill butler chamber.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not an officially licensed.
It isn't? No. I would have bought that. I would have bought that.
It was cool when I think it was on an eBay purchase in the early 90s. And I've even saved it as a search on my eBay, and it's never popped up again. So kind of weird. But I love this topic here.
That's a good idea. Geek Strong has a good idea. I should get it. I should get just the trash compactor and give that away.
Oh, for sure. I like this topic. Just top 10 things.
Yeah, top 10 things.
So within that top 10 is like boobs,
bubblegum,
Star Wars.
Watch out, you're going to get the bots coming in, Rick.
Boobs. BUBS.
Underwear.
Hashtag boobs. I think I'm
toilet
good.
Paper.
Well, the prawn bots are like some of my biggest supporters on YouTube. So thank to them for 933 of their subscribers, and the rest are the people in the chat. Erin can't type anymore, so she's going to listen. That's okay.
Yeah,
Well, it's not always you. It's not always you that that spell corrector thing always gets us. When when you're texting your friends or your parents or your brother, it's like it always changes some word in every text message to something ridiculous, and you're like, I didn't type that.
No, I think of my iPhone 1, like 20 years ago, whenever iPhone came out, the first thing I did was turn off autocorrect.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you have to do that.
It's never been a problem for me, like, because it always remembers, when you sync up your iTunes or whatever your Mac, it always remembers your silly little things like that. Same with, I've never had a punch code or thumb ID or eyeball ID. Like, no, I don't need that shit, man. I don't need to give the government my eyeball print. I don't get that. Like the face recognition thing. Like if you look at your iPhone, it'll unlock. But if Super John looks at my iPhone, it won't unlock. Like what the hell kind of science is that, John?
It works.
It works. Scary stuff, man.
My dad has that on, and he hands me his phone a lot to go, can you fix this? And I'm like, no, I can't turn your phone on. You got to stare at it.
Like I said, I was watching this volcano documentary on Netflix yesterday. Pretty hardcore watch, right? Because people were visiting, and this freaking volcano blew up in New Zealand. I think it's called White Island. And they're interviewing some of the survivors because, like, I think 20-something people did die because of this eruption of this volcano that tourists go to, right? And now tourists don't go to it. But this one couple they were interviewing, they obviously had some burns, and because of this tragic incident that happened to him. And the guy was telling a story. He's like, okay, at the hospital, he wants to call his mom and let her know, okay, we're okay, but here's what happened. But he couldn't because he had no more freaking fingerprints. So like he couldn't open his iPhone. And I'm like, just hearing that, I'm like, of all the things to think about, like being a problem, like that became a problem. And I was like, it was a good watch, but I felt so bad for these people, man, being caught in such a crazy situation.
So here's an example.
Aaron is correct.
He says going to open some towns, and then he's like toys because it
you can open cows too, Chris. Just put them on.
But Aaron, I would ask Aaron. So she likes all the Yoda things, and then she says, "Who doesn't love boobs?" So does that mean you like Yoda boobs?
Now, did
Yoda and Dragon?
Yoda.
That female Yoda that got killed by
Yaddle. Was her name Yaddle?
Did she have
Yaddle?
Did she have little green boobs?
She must have, right?
We're aliens. Maybe aliens don't have. Only men have boobs in aliens, right?
That could be. You don't know how it works, yeah.
Hey, TJ, how you doing?
TJ.
Hey.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. They were able to unlock it somehow, right? But I don't know, man. I've just never been a big fan of, like, even when I had to go to online banking and if anyone asks me my freaking password, I lose my shit. Like, all my phone saves my password, the credit card. I just hate, because you got so many passwords, and every time you create something, you need a new password. You need like a number, and you need a symbol.
Special character.
You need 3 symbols, and one of those has to be an uppercase H. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
I understand, but it's crazy, man. All these passwords.
Well,
there are password managers that can help you with that.
Yeah.
What I did is I created a formula that's a numeric letter combination formula. So every password for every single thing is different. But since there's a formula that I made up in my head, I know instinctively by whatever site I'm on or whatever thing I'm using it for, whether it's a bank or a grocery store or anything, I know. I just redo the formula in my head, and it spits out the alphanumeric code that I put in. And then
That's
if it
clever.
needs a special character, I just throw one. I have a special character that I always use, so I throw that right in the middle. And so then I don't have to remember any password because I just know the formula. And you plug in what it is. So like grocery store, I plug it into that formula in my head, and it forms a password. So I can never forget any password because I just know the formula in my head for how I construct a password.
So that's
with
science.
So
right?
so John, what's your favorite pet's name?
That's my
And
favorite.
your
No,
mother's
it's
maiden
nothing.
name?
It doesn't have anything to do with that. Yeah, no, it has nothing to do with
That's
that.
something
Yeah,
that I told my mom and my sister and people on Facebook like 25 years ago when they're filling out these surveys, like, what city were you born in? What's your mother's maiden name? What's your favorite
Yeah.
color? What was your first pet's name? What was the first street you lived on? I'm like, do not answer any of these questions because all of them are your fucking passwords.
yeah,
Why do you
exactly.
think they're answering it? Like, I don't know. But people still do it. I still see it all the time.
I like Chris.
See it on TikTok.
Chris
forum
is
and-
like, China already has all my information, so I
It's
don't
true.
care.
No, but the news in Canada lately is that we might not have TikTok anymore in Canada. The Canada,
Yeah, they're gonna get
It
rid
would
of
be
TikTok.
Canada might figure it out first.
Yeah,
'Cause I know it was.
Weren't they going to get rid of it here?
yeah, they
Yeah.
were talking about it.
They
Yeah,
talked
yeah,
about it, but nothing ever happened.
yeah.
It's
I don't use TikTok, so I don't.
Doesn't bother me.
John's favorite pet is a growler.
growler. See, growlers are why we have beer and
Yeah, we put beer in growlers down here. Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4 isn't a secure password.
No. But I do have a friend that uses all of his family and things like that, and I remember he asked me once. He was like, "I can't remember my password for this thing," and I was like, I sat down and I tried it. I tried 2 different things and got into his email or whatever. And he's like, "How'd you do that?" And I was like, "Because you always put stuff about your family in your passwords." So I figured it out in 2 tries. And he's like, "God damn it!" He's like,
You're good, Rolando. You don't need them.
Rolando hates things that start with T.
I use them all, man, because I'm trying to push my merch. You know, my stuff, my art, my wares.
John, are you still trying
you know,
Mastodon out?
You know what happened? It won't post anything anymore. Like, I think Mastodon broke. I've tried to post the last few videos I did, and it literally, I hit post and it sits there spinning for like 8 hours. It won't even post. So I don't know what happened to that social media, but it doesn't work anymore.
I haven't done anything in Mastodon since I signed up for it. Hive. I like Hive. Hive came offline for some.
I meant to go try that one out. Yeah.
It just came back online a couple days ago. It was offline for like 2 weeks as they were resolving some issues. But the user experience for Hive is a lot closer to Twitter's, so it's a lot easier to like transition and whatnot.
Yeah. I don't mind being on all of them as long as they work and you can actually post stuff. Because, I mean, the more realistically, if you're doing stuff on YouTube or working on things, the more people you can reach out to, the better. So, why not do
Twitter,
them all?
I find is actually it goes along with YouTube very well. It's
a
lot of the YouTube community. Twitter is like their first social media choice. It seems like I'm learning this, and I've been on the internet like forever. Like I'm 29 years old. Remember. I've been around. But yeah, like now I see people actually like I don't know. I don't know the terms, but the not Trumpers, now they're like hating Twitter because Twitter let some of the right-leaning people back on. It's all fine, man. Like he's trying to make it better for everyone, not just better for 33% of the people or just
there's some
people that
shady
live
stuff.
in Chicago, or he's just trying to make it so everyone can use it, and if you don't like it, you can block it. And that's how I see it.
There's some shadiness to what's going on there, and they're blocking journalists and whatnot, and
but they're blocking journalists that like to tweet. Here's where Elon and his plane are right now.
Well,
you can't.
A plane isn't an exact location, but that aside, like what I have a problem with is like. I don't want to see Elon Musk in my Twitter feed. Like,
No,
constantly.
every
And-
third
and-
tweet is from Elon. It seems like.
You just scroll and it's Elon. I'm like, dude, what the hell? Like, go do whatever. But like, I don't want you popping up in my Twitter feed all the time. But I will say,
follow me, so I feel important.
But I will say, Hive's a cool alternative if you're interested, and there's a pretty good Star Wars community on Hive. So,
Dino's got to go feed the ducks. See you later, Dino.
I'm gonna have to get rolling too. I gotta.
Yeah, we got a good solid 2 hours of let him breatheness and chitter chatter. So, yeah, if you don't like someone on Twitter, block them. Chris has learned. Chris has had some people talk crap to him back at Twitter, and sometimes I'm okay with, like, I'm not going to say I've never done a troll type thing before. I have. Sometimes you just got to do it, right? You can go say, "Oh, you suck dick," and then block them, and then you don't got to worry about the repercussions or whatever. But yeah, just be safe out there. Like, don't call people names on Twitter if they have guns and shit, like, or if you don't want them to post your address and
Docs.
those nude pictures that were kept secret. Be good, people. So thanks to my three awesome guests today. We may not see each other in person over the Christmas holidays. Well, of course we won't, but we will talk on the internet web thing, and hopefully we see you on some streams later today or over the weekend and over the next week. I hope everyone has a super duper Christmas and Boxing Day and a day before Christmas and Kwanzaa and all that awesome Hanukkah stuff.
Sir, you too. Every
day is a happy day that we're above the earth. So be thankful for your family and friends, and if you haven't talked to some of them, give them a shout over these holidays, guys. There's a lot of introverts like myself who are stuck indoors and don't have a lot of options. So please reach out to them and give them a hello and a virtual hug. It's always appreciated. So thanks to everyone. We're gonna head out on a little dancing vibe, because we all know Techno Mountain Rave Baby is gonna get me 4 copyright claims today, but whatever. It's cool.